We are here with Mr. Anjul Katare, who is the Expo Chair for TiECon 2013. Sir, welcome to TiECon.
Oh, thank you very much. It was my pleasure to be here, and we have been, trying to make this expo all successful, and looks like it is. It is. It is.
Absolutely. So, sir, may I ask you, what is the purpose of TiECon? What is the purpose of this expo?
So, TiECon in general is for fostering entrepreneurship. As we all know, we want to welcome startups. We want to welcome, enterprises, so that we have a homogeneous mix of companies where the knowledge can flow, where there could be a sharing, where there could be people networking with each other. Expo in specifically helps companies bring out their innovation, so people go for keynotes, people go for all these, and then they can see companies in action. So this is a great platform for companies to, especially startups who are cash strapped, to bring their innovation to life. And we, as being a non-profit organization, we have tried to keep our prices very minimal, so that startups can afford it. At the same time, we have enterprises who can come in and showcase their product as well.
So, for putting an expo like this, when did you start planning for making this happen?
Okay, so now what you're seeing, conglomerates of close to 160 companies. This has not happened overnight. We started December last year in 2012, and every week it was a constant work with the help of 20 odd volunteers, where we used to meet every Wednesday. There was a lot of calling, there was a lot of networking that happened, and each company pretty much have been gotten one by one, one at a time. And so over a period of 6 months, this is like 6 months of hard effort, we have gotten to this level. And it was a pleasure at the same time. We are all volunteers here. We are just doing it for a good cause at the same time.
So, how has been the participation in terms of diversity, in terms of size, how in terms of different types of companies? How has it been like?
Oh, it's been great actually. On one side we have got like HP, we have Qualcomm, we have CA Technologies, which is the platinum. These are all big enterprises who are sponsors, right? On the other side we have got like startups, we have services company, and this year, as you may be knowing, that that there were three main tracks that we were following: big data, mobility, and SDI. And so we have quite a few number of companies or startups basically from this. In addition to that, we have, believe it or not, 10 countries, who have sent their delegates and participating in Expo. I mean, we have, delegates from Belgium, we have delegates from Emirates, we have delegates from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a big one. Hong Kong is almost 10 companies from Hong Kong. They have their own pavilion. So from Bangladesh, from India, of course. So that's the kind of diversity we are looking here.
So, I see a great turnout here. So, what quickly would you tell in terms of a company who's putting up a booth here, or a company who's visiting here? What are they going to gain and benefit out of TiECon?
So, as I mentioned, this is a great platform for innovation. So if the companies basically are startup, at a very affordable price, they have been able to, showcase their innovation to close to 4,000 people, right? And these people are not just regular people. I mean, if you look at the statistics, right, 30% are venture capitalists. Okay, almost close to 70% are the decision makers in the company. So it's a very very strong audience we are you're looking at. So who has the influence to many other, there's a Girard law, right? I mean, influence person can influence 250 other people. So you are showcasing to a very good audience, so that's going to really help every company here in showcase.
Well, thank you, Mr. Katare.
Most welcome. Pleasure talking.